morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Wednesday, February 19th. No decision was made at last night's Augusta Commission meeting, the final public hearing on the homestead exemption. The new state law means some adjustments for local governments if they opt into a cap on property taxes. There's less than 2 weeks left before a decision needs to be made. The floating homestead exemption would benefit homeowners, especially those who have lived in their homes for a long time. Existing homesteads would be added to the new floating exemption, which some homeowners want. According to the tax assessor, opting in and maintaining the exemption could create a tax shift, placing the burden on commercial property owners, businesses, and multifamily housing.
I think it's putting undue burden and undue stress on them, not to mention the fact that with business owners already having increased costs elsewhere, to shift that property tax onto the commercial owners, it's just creating another cost for them.
The city general counsel also says there need to be a special called meeting on the matter, and it will be added before commissioners meet at the committee level next week. We know of another public hearing about to happen. Tomorrow, Harlem City Council will host their last scheduled hearing. That'll be inside the Public Safety Building on West Milledgeville Road at 6:30. This is for the community to share their opinions, ask questions, and give feedback to council members. Leaders say the council has not made a final decision about opting in or out just yet. Crews respond to a fire on Barton Chapel Road last night. Richmond County Dispatch confirming it started at an outbuilding. The fire has been put out. Earlier in the night, traffic was being diverted as fire crews fought the flames. We are working to learn more about what caused that fire and if anybody was hurt. This morning, a woman is facing charges and a man is recovering from a shooting. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office accuses 46-year-old Stephanie New of shooting the man after an argument. New tells deputies he choked her after she wouldn't let him go through her phone. She then says the man tried to break her phone after they fought over a gun. New adds the man came at her again, and that's when she shot him. He was sent to the hospital for his injury. New is currently in jail. A Richmond County deputy has been fired and is now facing charges. The sheriff's office says Addison Brown is charged with lying and violating his oath of office. Investigators say it stems from an incident this past weekend. The sheriff's office says body cam video revealed inconsistencies which led to his termination. We're learning more about a suspect with a criminal history in multiple counties who was killed in a car chase. 2 days ago, Columbia County deputies learned that a suspect with felony warrants identified as Sean Threat was spotted on traffic cameras. The chase started on Appling Harlem Road at West Forest Street and ended up on Sawdust Road. Investigators say a Columbia County deputy was approaching the chase from the opposite direction and was hit nearly head-on by Threat's car. Threat died at the hospital. The deputy had minor injuries. Now, we know those felony warrants were for aggravated stalking. This seems to be related to his other charges, which include simple battery, family violence. Reports show he was harassing his wife, who had filed for divorce the same day as that felony charge. She also filed for temporary protection after she says he threatened to kill her, leave her alone on back roads, left her alone on back roads, tried breaking into her home, and more. Baldwin County in Milledgeville says Threat was a frequent offender since 2004 on charges from aggressive driving to simple battery and stalking. We have an update about the FEMA Disaster Recovery Center in Augusta. The agency originally told us the Diamond Lakes Regional Library would open at 8 in the morning for people to meet with disaster recovery representatives. Those hours are now 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. They are still closed on the weekends. A reminder about the road closure on Broad Street. 15th Street and St. Sebastian Way is closed for reconstruction. A detour is in place and delays are expected in the area. You are urged to plan ahead and take a different route if you can. In just a few months, Georgians and South Carolinians will need a real ID to board commercial flights and enter secure federal buildings. Real IDs will be enforced nationwide starting May 7th, 2025. Those who do not have a real ID can use a U.S. passport or other federally approved identification like a U.S. passport card or a permanent resident card. A gold star in the upper right corner of your ID indicates you have a real ID. If you don't, on your screen are the documents you must take to your state's Department of Driver Services to obtain it. Proof of identity, proof of name change, social security number, proof of state residency, and proof of identity and lawful status for non-U.S. citizens. History is being erased at one of the first black churches in Aiken. Friendship Baptist Church wants 2 of its 3 structures to be changed from protected landmark status. That prevents any changes to the church. They are requesting one to be changed to contributing, meaning changes can be made with approval. and want the other to be changed to non-contributing, which allows it to be altered or demolished. The church's reason for the status change is health, safety, and welfare, with plans of moving the building. Mandy Drumming with the Aiken Center for the Arts says the community will be the most impacted by the move.
Guidelines are definitely set up to allow new development and historic preservation. They're set up for balance. This is unbalanced, and in the end, the community will lose out.
We did reach out to Friendship Baptist Church for comment. Pastor T.C. Edwards' response was, quote, "Since May of 2024, the Friendship Baptist Church has presented to the Aiken Design Review Board, Aiken Planning Commission, and the Aiken City Council the reasons for the needed requested changes. Final approval has been granted by Aiken City Council, and Friendship Baptist Church will move forward with its plans." They told us they have no further comment on the matter. That's it for the news side this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong on what's shaping up to be an ugly day.
Yeah, it really is. And it's been really raining quite a bit across a lot of the southern states. We've got anything from mostly rain to a little winter weather. You got a little north of Atlanta, anywhere between Rome to Chattanooga, I-75, kind of continuing towards I-40. It's snow, but it's all rain here. Temperatures are above freezing. We're looking at a blanket of clouds over the Thurman Dam. Haven't really noticed any rain falling yet, but give it time here. Next few hours, we will have some showers around. A lot of our temperatures that we've stayed with all morning, we're going to be with us the entire day. A breeze at 6 making the wind chill feel like 38 degrees while we sit on that 39 to 45 degree range. Waynesboro still upper 30s for you. Washington, Sparta the same, but up there in the mid 40s in Barnwell and Allendale. So really consistent as far as the temperatures go the rest of the day. Nothing more than about the middle 40s. Look for some early afternoon showers to start kind of moving out of the picture, but we're 20 degrees, if not colder than average. Look at low and mid 40s when we should be up around the mid 60s. Mid 60s aren't coming around until next week. Pattern is going to be cold. Tomorrow, it's going to feel even colder just because of the strong winds. Now, thankfully, we will have a sunny forecast setting back up tomorrow. It's the gusty winds that won't feel like 40s for tomorrow. 25 to 30 mile per hour winds. 20s are going to be with us for morning lows Friday through Sunday morning. Big jump, thankfully, with highs. Yeah, kind of looking a little more spring-like, don't they, with that 70-degree high on Tuesday of next week. Have a great day.